This is a quick video to go through the structure of single analyses. I know a lot of you are only doing comparative analyses now, but I know that some people do still start with single analyses and then build on to comparative. So this is about the structure of single analyses in case you need it. So by single analysis, I mean when you have just one piece to analyze as opposed to a couple of pieces to compare. So the first way you can structure your body paragraphs is chronologically. So you literally just go through the piece, analysing it paragraph by paragraph. So your paragraph 1 is analysing the writer's paragraph 1, your paragraph 2 is analysing the writer's paragraph 2, and so on. Not an ideal method, not good unless you have 10 minutes to write the essay. I would not recommend it. The second way to structure your single analysis is by persuasive techniques. So find all the repetitions and analyse them in a single paragraph. Find all the inclusive language and analyse it in a single paragraph, and so on. Again, not ideal because you end up just repeating yourself, and it's very, very messy and it doesn't really show much creativity, so don't recommend it either. The third method is actually the method that I use the most, and that's by key parties. So you find the key players in the issue and you structure your body paragraphs around them. So let's say, for example, there's a school and there's a debate about whether to wear uniform, and the key parties involved are the principal, the parents' board, the students, and the teachers. They all have their opinions, and they're all involved in the issue. So you can talk about, you have a paragraph about how the principal is depicted. So what techniques? So let's say the principal writes a piece. What techniques does he use to depict himself and to establish a relationship with the readers in order to convince them to assume his stance? So does he use a lot of inclusive language to depict himself? Does he use particular imagery around power and authority in order to depict himself and thus sway the readers to side with him, etc.? So you have a whole paragraph on how the principal is portrayed and how that influences the readership. And then you have the second paragraph about the parents' board. So let's say they depict themselves as very caring for the children, and they do that through the vocabulary choices that they use, and so you talk about that. The students, let's say there's an image, so you include that in body paragraph 3, and you talk about that, and so on. So you can structure your essay by key players. In the language analysis study guide and in the example essays that also come with it, you can see I use this structure a lot. You can see examples of it and you can see what it means. And then the fourth structure, which takes a lot of time, and that's why I didn't use it that much, because it takes a lot of time to plan and to execute well. It is the best structure, but I didn't like how much time it took to execute well, so I never tried to do it. I didn't try to do it that often, but it is a very, very good structure if you can execute it well. It's basically you find the main ideas in the essay, and then you structure your body paragraphs around those main ideas. Sometimes in a single analysis, it's actually really hard to find 5 or so main ideas. You might end up only finding 2 or 3, and then you might have to just break one down. So I found this method hard to write a long essay about as well. But yeah, see how you go. Experiment with all 4. See which one suits you more, and go with that one. Good luck.